Welcome to Guild Trip, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We're playing through an adventure in the world of Eberron using 5th edition D&D. Our campaign begins at level 1, and you'll be joining our adventurers from the very start of their journey. While we primarily use 5th edition rules, we may occasionally incorporate material from the 2024 rule set or other official sources whenever it best supports the players, the story, and the flow of the game. You'll also notice some homebrew elements throughout the campaign. Our characters begin with additional feats and custom options beyond the standard rules, and we've adjusted encounter and combat difficulty accordingly to keep the stakes high and the challenges meaningful. As with many long-running campaigns, characters may occasionally change over time, and real life sometimes means a player can't make every session. We'll always do our best to maintain consistency, tell a compelling story, and keep the adventure moving forward. Most importantly, we're here to have fun, tell a great story together, and see where the dice takes us. The City of Towers is filled with dreamers, schemers, heroes, and fools. Today, a few of them are about to cross paths for the first time. My name is Yelena Lon. You probably haven't heard of my family. That's intentional. In Sharn, power has a sound, a whispered name, a glass set down too carefully, the pause before someone important says no. Spend enough time in the right rooms? University offices, private salons, the upper galleries where decisions are made before the public ever hears there was a question. And eventually, you may notice ours. I am harder to miss. Pink-violet skin, blue spirals beneath it like thoughts trying to surface. Dark curls, pointed ears, and horns that make anonymity more of an ambition than a strategy. I'm a student at Moorgrave University. My research concerns psychic resonance, harmonic force, and the practical applications of sonokinesis. That's the formal explanation. The simpler one is this. When I speak, sound listens.
Alexia Valethris grew up hearing stories of dragons, the mighty dragons of Arganessen, the ancient evils bound beneath the world, the silver flame that stood vigil against the darkness. Like most people, she assumed they were simply stories, until she found proof. During an expedition through the wilds of Kabara, Alexia and her companions uncovered the ruins of an ancient Quaddle shrine, one of the countless forgotten places left behind from the Age of Demons. Built by those who had sacrificed everything to imprison the overlords, it had stood abandoned long before mortal history began. The shrine was failing. The silver fire that once burned there had dwindled to embers, and ancient wards, older than any kingdom remembered by history, were beginning to crack. Something beneath the earth strained against change forged through sacrifice and faith. Alexia was no hero. She wasn't the strongest among her companions, she wasn't the wisest. But when fear took hold and the others turned away, she stayed. Someone had to. Standing before a flame that had endured for thousands of years, she did the only thing she could think to. She fed it. A prayer, a promise, a willingness to stand where others would not. The shrine answered. The fading silver fire surged back to life, and from it emerged the spirit of a Quaddle, a radiant feathered serpent wreathed in sapphire, emerald, and gold. It did not demand devotion. It did not bargain for obedience. Instead, it offered understanding. The silver flame was never merely a weapon against darkness. It was sacrifice, hope. Countless souls choosing again and again to stand between the world and the evils that sought to consume it. You cannot save everyone, the Quaddle told her. But you can save this one, and then the next. Alexia accepted, not because she believed herself chosen, but because someone long ago had chosen to stand for strangers they would never know. Now she carries a spark of that ancient sacrifice within her. She heals because others once gave everything so that people they would never meet might live. She fights because hope means little if it's never defended. And when others lose their way, she offers the same hand that was once extended to her. Not as a savior, but as a companion. A reminder that the light endures because ordinary people choose every day to carry it forward. For her, that is the true legacy of the Silver Flame. Not power, not destiny, but the courage to stand against the darkness, however small the light might seem. Because as long as even one light remains, the darkness has not won.
That's a greeting in Sharn. I mean, that's how I'm greeted, at least. I'm Amber Ir Uranus, adopted daughter of Lord and Lady Ir Uranus, the kindest, most generous elves in House Bjarlan. They rescued me from another plane. And no, I'm not a cat. I'm a tabaxi. I have cat ears, a tail, and very lovely fur. But I'm shaped just like my parents. The other night, I found a secret passage in their office full of ledgers, seals, and mysterious names. But don't worry. Mother and Father explained it was all charity work. I also found a star chart with my birth name on it. They say Baldre chose me to become her Twilight Cleric. So now I'm off to heal, protect, and finally make my parents proud.
On a blood moon in Zendrick, a clash between fire giants of the White Ember tribe, some dark elves, and explorers happened as each had been picking up shards. A giant relic from an age of magic long ago was found by the explorers. They were a little too loud and exuberant about their find. When the dust settled, the fire giants of the White Ember tribe had possessed relic, and also an Aasimar boy. Raised by them to slip into the small spaces and retrieve items, he was a attractive and cherished member of the tribe, taught by the tribe's master-at-arms to defend himself using weapons that had a longer reach to compensate for his lack of size. On his 16th birthday, he was given a vision of a faraway city. Upon waking, two things had changed. He had a golden tattoo of a tree on his chest, and a twig held by leather and metal braided cord around his neck. The members of the White Ember tribe, being deeply spiritual, and without even a vote, decided to deliver their precious child to this faraway city and onto the first steps of his path of destiny. The journey has taken over 2 years to get to Sharn. For a coming-of-age present, he was granted a poleaxe from the tribe's weapon master, and a fighting chain. Sharn has no idea what his next steps are to be, but is eager to find out.
My name is Luxus Cinderleaf, a humble halfling wanderer, card reader, and interpreter of Destiny's tangled threads. Perhaps you seek answers, perhaps you seek hope, or perhaps you simply are curious whether fate has a sense of humor. Trust me, it does. You may notice the mask upon my face. Pay it no mind. Every scar tells a story, though not every story wishes to be told. Instead, concern yourself with the stories hidden within these cards. So, come close, sit a while, place your trust in chance, destiny, or whatever power brought you to my tent this evening. For every soul carries a story, and every story leaves its mark. Now then, shall we see what fate has in store for you?
My name is Rin Sael of the Thrashing Wind. Among the Valinor, a name is rarely your own. We inherit legends, deeds, and unfinished stories from the honored dead. Every battle, every triumph, and every mistake is measured against the warrior whose path we walk. I carry a double-bladed scimitar in the legacy of Valus, the Thrashing Wind, a blade singer remembered for speed, precision, and a refusal to yield. Many of my people seek glory on the battlefield. I found myself looking farther afield. The older I grew, the more I realized the stories change. Legends become myth, truth becomes memory, and memory is rarely complete. Sharn is a city overflowing with mysteries, ancient secrets, and forgotten magic. Every ruin has a story. Every relic remembers something. These stories are what brought me here. Some know me as a wandering swords mage. I simply consider myself curious. After all, if knowledge is power, then adventurers are forever tripping over both, and the truth worth finding are rarely buried in books. They are buried in ruins.
You ever wake up in a body that isn't yours? Not abstract metaphorics, literally. Bones too long, arms too sharp, a heartbeat that sounds like something hunting in the dark. My name used to be something else, a neat little Vidalis registry number. Apprentice mage breeder, promising career for the house. A good pair of hands for shaping other creatures into what the house wanted them to be. You know the thing about hands, they don't feel like yours anymore once you've grown claws. Call me Vetch. It's easier than V135C. When it happened, I wasn't even the subject. I was the handler. My mark of handling glowing under my sleeve, whispering calm into the mind of a creature that would change the world. But magic doesn't care about job titles. Magic doesn't care about who's holding the clipboard and who's holding inside the cage. When the smoke cleared, the subject was gone, and I was standing in its place. A bugbear or something near enough. 7 feet of fur and instinct and strength I never asked for. I failed gym class once. Vidalis called this an accident, a reactive metamorphic event, a miracle, some said, a liability, said others. But me, I call it a beginning. The world is changing, the planes are shifting, and magic is rewriting the rules. So I'm headed out to find answers, to find others like me, to find out whether I'm the first or the first to survive. I'm big, I'm strong, and if anybody wants to chase me, well, I bred and practiced to handle monsters. They never expected me to become one. Our story begins in Sharn, a city that doesn't rise so much as it lunges. The heart of the world of Eberron, upon the nation of Corvair, amongst the 5 nations. Towers punch upwards in impossible angles, stacked on towers, stacked on older towers that no one remembers building. Bridges crisscross the sky like spider silk. Lifts rattle and groan, wind howls through alleys suspended half a mile above the ground. Up in the skyway, sunlight glitters off floating marble streets with a wealthy drift from gala to gala, never touching the stone below. Down in its depths, where the tower's roots choke out all light, the slums cling to this city like barnacles, hungry, crowded, alive, and never empty. Every level has its own heartbeat, every district its own rhythm. Sharn never sleeps. It merely changes altitude. In today, in Upperdura, our story on the wind-whipped heights of Sharn's mile-high towers, a crowd gathers. Adventurers, mercenaries, scholars, drunks, dreamers, people with something to prove, and people with nothing to lose. They stand on a platform so high the clouds drift below them, staring out over a city that looks like it might leap into the sky at any moment. This is where your story begins, not with destiny or prophecy, but with a city that dares everyone who enters it to climb higher or fall hard. But this platform isn't what you see first. No, my friends. What you see first, or what you hear first, is the wind that howls between the towers. Rain slicks the snow. Mage lamps flicker in a fog. You are on your knees, hands bound, backs pressed against the low railing of a half-finished balcony high above even the tallest towers of Sharn. The city sprawls below you like a broken constellation. Heavy footsteps move around you. Ogres in tailored vests, gnolls with brass knuckles, a minotaur cracking his neck like he's warming up for the prize fight. And then he appears. A kobold, no taller than your waist, dressed sharper than anyone his size has any right to be. Pinstripe suit, polished shoes, a fedora tilted just so, a fat cigar glowing between his nicotine-stained teeth. And he grins like he's been waiting all week for this. Well, look at you lot. He taps the ashes off the balcony and watches it fall into the endless dark of the shadows below. You tried, you really tried, and I'll give you that. You gave it the old Sharn hustle, but He crouches down to get eye level with you, smoke curling up your nose and around his snout. You didn't try hard enough, my boy. He gestures lazily, and the Dask bruisers close in. You see, in this city, you get one chance to impress the right people. One. And you kids? He flicks the cigar off the side and spirals downward like a falling star into the pit. You're about to see what the bottom of the towers look like. A shove, a scream, the world drops out from under you. Wind tears past your ears. Sharn becomes a blur of light and shadow. You fall, and you fall, and you fall, until something slams into you from the side. Ropes, nets, a cheer! Holy hosts, we got 'em! A voice cracks with excitement. That's 3 points! That's 3 points! They fell right into my net! A dwarf shouts back. It doesn't count unless they're conscious! Come on! A human in a Clifftop Adventurers Guild tavern leans over you, upside down, grinning like this is the best night of his life. Welcome, 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 strangers. You're just in time. You know, we were looking for some folks, but they just never showed up. I'm from Clifftop, and we were supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4. We were supposed to have 5 people show up for initiations, but they just disappeared on us. But seeing as you owe me one, and I don't want to be showed up by Deathgate. What do you say? You ever thought about a life of adventure and excitement?
Sorry to just drop in on you, but...
We were supposed to get 5 people to come initiate themselves to Clifftop. Some Rhine, some Laser, somebody named Shahuan. I don't know, right? But when we waited and waited for them to show up, but they never came. And I thought we were going to have to forfeit the game. But being as Yuz is here now, maybe you could pretend to be Shahuan. You look like a Shahuan.
Name's Elena. Nice to meet you. And I'd put my hand.
Oh man, that's real close. We were looking for a Jellonay.
I go by Sharn. Sharn Bloodmoon.
Good to see you, Sharn Bloodmoon. You're too serious. Lighten up, kid. You'll bring the whole cart down. You ever heard of a lead balloon?
Not sure I know what a balloon is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Who else we got out here?
I go by Luxus.
Oh man. You guys are named a hole real close to them bunch of yellow-bellied chickens that just deserted us. What are the odds? And the other one, the half-orc, goes, you know, I think that maybe these are those guys. Now, what are the odds that we would just catch them falling out of the sky? Next, you're going to tell me that the pretty little blonde girl is this Rin Sailor.
Rin Sael, and while being rescued is not the most impressive of introductions, in my defense, I was already tied up when we met.
Right, I guess she was busy. Sure. All right. Well.
So you're saying that wasn't part of the initiation?
What? No way. I don't even know where you were.
Thought that was the initiation. Get thrown off of the roof.
Better get some bonus points on this assignment.
Hey, look, all you got to do is outlast them Deathgate nerds, right? And if you could manage that, then we're all going to go home rich. Because I bet heavily that you weren't some loser, right? You ain't some loser?
Don't plan on being one.
Eh,
Okay, fantastic. Good. And the other one says, I wanted money. You still owe me for last time. Look, there was no way that I knew that there was going to be faulty Featherfall tokens, okay? Post-Rest of Souls is terrible. But that was then, and this is now, right? Anyways, they land the sky skiff, and you hear an elven man who has already started announcing. And he says, welcome to a tradition as old as Sharn itself. And he flares his cloak, and he says, a competition of guts and skills to test the mettle of the heroes of Clifftop Adventurers Guild and the cowards from Death's Gate. Ho ho ho. The rival crowd returns insults with theatrical boo. The announcer then bows and picks up a bucket brimming with tokens, and he moves down the line of everybody there, handing them out one by one. And he says, challengers, introduce yourselves. And he appears to you first.
I'm Luxus, Cinderleaf.
Luxus Cinderleaf! And you do have your travel papers, right?
Yeah.
Well, good. You shouldn't be going that far, but they're always good to have on you. Fantastic. Next! Hello, young lady.
Yelena Lon.
Yelena Lon! Beautiful. And you have your travel papers?
You here?
Okay. Well, Cliffsgate certainly doesn't disappoint. You, young lady?
Rin Sael of the Thrashing Wind.
And your travel papers, Miss Thrashing Wind.
I pulled them out of a, where they're strapped to my arm just in case.
That's useful. We should get one of those. And, you, Mr. Somebody, do you have your travel papers?
Sharn Bloodmoon.
Sharn Bloody Moon. Intimidating. That is a name that they will sing songs about one day.
He's looking at it in his one pouch. You mean these? And he pulls out some papers.
Fantastic. And you, finally, sir. And he goes to the last man standing, and he says, Vetch Vitalis. Ah, Vetch Vidalis. Intimidating. Now, the challengers, representing it's hardly worth calling them a guild, but the Deathgate Guild, and 3 people step up to collect their tokens. The first is a halfling in a patterned poncho with feathers woven into her hair and a collection of various dinosaur teeth. Next is an elf in gold and black robes with a skull painted onto her face. And lastly with them is a large orc. He is wearing scratched and beaten mail, and he spits at the ground and shrugs. The trio shake themselves out and start to stretch, and then after a moment's pause, the announcer picks up on his commentary. The aim of this game is simple. The last one to activate your Featherfall token wins! He shuffles everybody up to the tower, with your toes dangling over a mile of weaving bridges, towers, and sky coaches. Now, jump! What do they see from Sean Bloodmoon whenever he yells, jump? Please describe what your character looks like as you jump off of a tower.
Okay, well, Sean is about 6'5", well-muscled, but he was always considered the runt because he is from a giant tribe. And so as you see him jump, you will see that he has large weapons attached to his pack, and not a shirt for some reason. That hasn't been fully explained. And so as he jumps, his braided ponytail is probably sticking up in the wind.
All right, without a second thought, just sort of hop off the side.
Yeah, this is just... he's like, okay. He's like, okay.
Okay, so that's Sean, jumps off the side without a second thought. Next, let's roll a d4. Who are we going to talk about next? 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right. We have 3. That would be Yelena. What does Yelena look like?
She's trying to think for a second if she has any kind of spell that can slow the fall. And also looking around to see if anybody else is jumping first, because the whole she's trying to outsmart the problem, but it's not something that she can outsmart. And so she's just decided to take a deep breath. But she just kind of gives up for a second. It's like, okay. And then just tries to splay out as much as possible.
Did you say a pink halfling?
Not half tiefling.
Tiefling, okay.
Looks like a tiefling.
I thought it was tiefling. I was like, oh, there's been a pretty major character change.
Yeah.
Nope. Normal size.
All right, you're a doubling. Got it.
Yes.
That's what halflings call people, by the way, in the setting.
A doubling?
At least in my Eberron, they call them doublings.
I just thought they called them dire halflings.
That's pretty funny.
I'll show you who's half. Next up, there is a mottled bugbear covered in spots, pretty much. Spots and fur. Brown-colored skin. One eye green, one eye gold, wearing black and white martial arts robe. He's going to turn to the death gates guys. He's going to flick them off and backflip off the side of the bridge. Loxus. Tell me, what does Loxus look like as he jumps off of a bridge?
Loxus is adjusting the cord of his mask to make sure it doesn't fall, making sure it's very much secured. This red and black Harley Quinn mask. And he just is like, oh, well, let's see how fate rolls. He just dives like cannonballs.
All right, and finally we have Rin Sael of the Thrashing Wind. Tell us, what does this Valinar elf look like as she dives off of a bridge?
Rin is tall, athletic, with sun-bronzed skin. She's got bright blue eyes, blonde, long hair. She wears blue and amber clothes. She's got scarves and belts wrapped around her. It looks travel-worn. She doesn't carry a lot of gear. There's a double-bladed scimitar strapped to her back, but other than that, there's not really a whole lot. She'll set down a pack, peer over the edge, kind of nod, turn around and look at the others and go, I've spent days wondering what Sharn would look like from there, and I suppose this is one way to find out, and she'll probably backflip off of it.
I love it.
You said competition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I backflip off of it.
You were playing a game as old as Sharn itself called Sharn Chicken. The last one to activate their Featherfall token wins. And you're competing against Deathgate Guild, the rivals to Clifftop Adventurers Guild. The 3 Deathgate competitors, they look left and right and go, oh, hey, they really jumped. I guess we're gonna have to do this. And the halfling's like, I think that maybe this is a bad idea. And the orc shoves the halfling woman off the side. And then the other elf in the black and gold, she says, don't touch me. I'm going. And she just sort of leans forward until she stops leaning forward, starts falling. And the orc will back up and he says, now it is my turn. Behold the glory of Goresta. And he's going to run and jump and cannonball. I'm still falling.
That's not aerodynamic.
Roll initiative. I pull up my Sharn chicken table. All right, so your job is as you fall, you must evade obstacles along the way, maintain your courage, and judge the right time to activate your feather token so that you don't turn into a pancake. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Sean's looking at the token and says, "Did anybody tell me how to use this thing?"
Oh no.
No.
As a free action, I'll give him the briefest explanation. You just say the magical word right at the right time.
I was gonna say wait and tell him till he's really close to the bottom.
I love how we all rolled 18.
Yeah, right.
Just doing that skydiver star formation, all holding hands.
Not only 18, but 18-14. We're all 18-14. That's just...
Yeah, so as you are falling, you are sure, Sean, that there wasn't a bridge there before. Make an acrobatics check or a wisdom check.
Yeah, we're not making any type of wisdom checks.
14. Sean, as you fall, you manage to dodge your way past and around this bridge that appeared out of nowhere. Luxus, acrobatics check or a wisdom check to notice the safe way.
A wisdom save or wisdom check?
It is a perception check specifically.
21.
21. You manage to tuck and roll and slip between the railings of this bridge. Yelena.
Do I have a thing where I can use my intelligence as my perception checks?
Sure do. You just click that wisdom perception button, it should work. Man.
It has a +10.
Then I didn't deprogram it. That is absolutely correct.
I just lean.
21. You lean and you pass by. Vetch doesn't like acrobatics. You know what? Yes, I do. Wow. Oh, man. Vetch tucks and rolls. Rin.
Present. I am going to make an acrobatics check. 17.
17. You all manage to dodge through, and as you do, you can see, sitting on a small platform nearby, a gnome holding a wand concentrating on the illusory bridge that you all just dodged. He points and laughs as you fall by. Death's Gate falls through, and they each crash through the bridge in the illusion, and they take 1d4 points of psychic damage. 1, 2, 3. Top of the round. What happens on Sharn Chicken this time?
John looking around, and he's not sure what's happening quite, but Yelena seems to like she's the one who has the best ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to mimic what she's doing.
All right, so at the end of the round, you all have to make a wisdom saving throw. If you fail the saving throw, you lose your nerve and you activate your token.
It's not good for me.
12 is a save.
2.
2 and a 3. Sean, you and Loxus, you see this, and nope, no, and you activate your Featherfall tokens.
Yeah.
Can I use a hero point?
After you roll, you can say you want to.
Do we have hero points?
That is actually a good point. You have a number of hero points equal to your level +1.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not a reroll, so I don't think.
Nope, it adds a d6 to your roll. You can use a hero point to automatically succeed a death saving throw. 6 points would not save you from a 3.
No. John's like, he's looking at Yelena, and she's like, oh shit, I can't copy that.
And Sean, as you activate this Featherfall token is a transmutation effect. And Yelena, you see Sean and Loxus both turn into chickens. And then they start floating down like a feather.
I was actually just about to go, bark, 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 bark.
That is probably what Sean is yelling at Yelena. Bark!
All right, Sean and Loxus are out. So, Yelena, as you are falling, you notice an unexpected peaceful air and sudden weightlessness. Make for me either an Arcana or Acrobatics check to adjust for the Manifest Zone's magical nature.
10.
A 10. 10 is a fail. Do remember, you do have PT dice, but you have to announce when you're using them or not. That is a fail. You have disadvantage on your wisdom saving throw. As you lose control of your trajectory, slam into a tower, and you lose one item worth less than 5 gold pieces. So pick something in your inventory, less than 5 gold pieces worth, and it's gone.
Lose a torch.
Vetch rolls, and he gets an 18 on the acrobatics check as the weightlessness hits him, and he sees you slam into the tower, so he spins and puts his feet underneath him, and he does a wall run. That brings us to Rin.
Is that Arcana?
Arcana or Wisdom Acrobatics?
Arcana. Nat 20.
This is a manifest zone. This is easy to predict. It's obviously going to end right now.
That's a child's play.
That is a success. You don't lose something. Death's Gate. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. As Death's Gate is falling, the halfling says, no, 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 and she proceeds to turn into a chicken. At the end of the round, everybody make a wisdom saving throw. DC is now 10. Well, not you, Sharn. You're already out.
Oh, you said everybody.
Fair enough. Rin.
I can't use that. Guidance wouldn't work. That's blessed. Let's turn that off. But I don't have any actual inspiration right from like.
Please keep bless on.
Oh, keep bless on.
Yep.
It says I have inspiration from my other characters, but I wouldn't have that now. It's a new campaign, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's do.
And inspiration has to be announced before you roll.
I don't have that one anyway. Okay. Because the hero point wouldn't help at all. Yep.
Rin, the wind rushing past you after getting pushed from one thing and straight into another, it is too much, and you activate your Featherfall token.
Yeah, because my magical tinkering thing wouldn't work on this.
No. Vetch rolls an 11. All right, let's see here. Rin is out. That leaves Death's Gate. We did them. So, top of the round, Yelena, back to Sharn Chicken. You ready?
Bring it on.
I will point out to Yelena that you're going to hit the ground soon.
Okay.
This is the last round.
Okay. Like, is there anything between me and the ground? Do I just see the ground?
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot. I'm about to roll
Okay.
the table. Just letting you know, this will be the
Okay.
last set of rolls.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh wait, you failed, didn't you? You had disadvantage on your wisdom saving throw. Oh no!
I got 10 then. Oh no, I got 7.
You got
Oh yeah, I
7.
broke
You turn into a chicken too. That leaves only Vetch and Death's Gate. Oh man. Let's see what happens. A sky coach carrying a pallet of cabbages drifts in your path.
That's always the cabbage cat.
The dreaded cabbage cart.
Poor dude needs a new job.
Vetch has to make an acrobatics check. He gets a nat 20. And so does one of the Death's Gate fellows. Let's see. The orc, Gorashta, gets a nat 20 on his save as well. The elf also will... What's the DC? 12. None of them strike the pallet, sending the cascade of cabbages tumbling into everyone else. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens slam into the cabbage cart. The elf says, "No way!" and activates her Featherfall token immediately, leaving Gorashta and Vetch. Vetch makes a wisdom saving throw.
Sean pecks at Farron.
The DC is 15 this time. If 15 is what he got. As they continue to fall, the orc glares at Vetch. Vetch glares at the orc, and they have one final roll-off. Oof. Oof. And the orc chickens out. As you make your way down and further down, past the bridges of Sharn, you land. And when you land, the transmutation effect hits, and you are morphed back into yourselves. Winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You see the 3 Death's Gate chickens miss the bridge and continue to fall down further and further past Lower Dura into the cogs, never to be seen again. As you land and you are adjusting yourself, you see light burst out in a full spectrum of color from the fast approaching bridge. The crowd screams and parts around a central figure. Before you can fully assess the source, the prismatic cloud engulfs you and your vision is overwhelmed by dancing lights. I need each of you to make for me a Constitution saving throw. Our DC here is a 12. What do we got?
10. Can I only get a 10?
Oh man, you guys couldn't see my rolls that whole time, could you?
No.
Nope.
Oh man, I was talking to myself.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Yelena, the light overtakes you and you are blinded. Loxus, you are not blinded. Let's see, with a 16, that is a save from Rin. You are not blinded. Sean, you are blinded. And Vetch got a 10, he is also blinded. As the elevator returns you to the scene of the disturbance, you find the conflict is far from over. A human woman is being pushed against the edge of the bridge, and she struggles in the grip of a Sharn watchman. She spills a satchel of books and loses her tricorn hat to the wind. The back of the woman's left hand is emblazoned with an angry red dragon mark that is firing magic out of control, still scintillating with colorful bursts. "She's marked! Drop her!" a voice bellows from the gathered crowds. "She's too dangerous! Kill the aberrant!" The watchman holds her fast but seems unsure of where his duty lies. Your eyes eventually come back and you can see what's going on. What do you guys do? There is a crowd of people.
Stop her, because common knowledge is aberrant dragon marks are evil, they are dangerous, and I mean, what if she killed people? You know, she's evil. What if she's murdered innocent, a bunch of innocent people because of a dragon mark accidentally? Like, it's not my place. I know nothing. Not enough information for me to make a reaction of my pay grade.
Yelena, Loxus?
I'm going to stumble forward a couple feet until I kind of get around to the other side of this bench. Be like, "Help! My eyes! I'm blind. Please, someone help me!" And then really quick put up a force wall as an action, and it's invisible. I'm just gonna be like, "Help!" and like wave my arm around, and I'm gonna put up a little force wall in between her and the guards.
Well, they have her grabbed.
Oh, they have her grabbed. Push them away from her.
You absolutely could push them. If you want to shove them to save them, by all means.
I'm gonna do it conspicuously, like, "Help!" And that is the plan. I'm not trying to push her off the bridge, of course. I'm not trying to push them off the bridge either. I'm just trying to give her a chance to run.
Yeah, I got you. As you do that, and they feel themselves get pushed, they have to make a strength saving throw against your DC. What's your DC?
It is a 15.
All right, so this guy is going to make his strength saving throw. He gets a 20. He does not get knocked prone, but when he does, he looks at you and he says, "This is official business. Get back!" And he rolls into initiative.
But my eyes.
Loxus, what are you doing? Because while she's doing this.
Honestly, I think Luxus would, try not to make a scene because of
reasons,
and making himself seem more smaller than he really is.
I got you. All right, Yelena doing the big hero thing. She's rolling into initiative. You guys can choose to abandon her to her fate or assist your comrade. That's up to you.
I'm still trying to remain inconspicuous. You guys don't have to hop in. If this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're very conspicuous though. You stumbled up to him.
Well, they blinded me.
I think she blinded you.
She blinded you. The colors came from her aberrant mark, and as you stumbled up, you don't have. You no longer have the ability to just subtle spell all your psionics anymore, so it is an obvious thing. So as you stumble up and you do this wall of force between them, they know that you did it, and they turn to you, and since you attacked the guards, they're going to attack you back.
I'm probably going to roll initiative. I say that too. Damn it, as I pull my sword.
Yeah, Luxus is just like, "Oh, fuck." And he'll roll initiative too, because he doesn't...
Do these look like Sharn guards? Because these look like gnomes.
They are, yes. That is the official dress of the Sharn Watch. It just happens to be a gnome token.
So they're not the Zalargo people because they look like gnomes.
No, they're not Zills. They are no. One of them is a gnome. The other is a human. That's just the dress of the Sharn Watch.
Okay.
It's just a token I picked.
I would definitely not be this close up with Yelena.
Well, I'm first in initiative, right? Since I rolled high in initiative, can I stand and be like, "Oh, it was an accident. Sorry, I tripped. She blinded me."
You can do whatever you want on your turn.
And try to do a persuasion. It is my turn's first, right?
All right. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and do a persuasion check or a deception check, actually. Actually, persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, they're the same. Okay, deception check. Sorry, it was an accident. I tripped. I was blinded.
Make your deception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have any inspiration for this campaign yet.
Yep.
Nope.
6.
Would an extra 6 help at all here?
It'd only get you up past half a little bit.
I know. We're gonna try it.
All your DCs are based on level 1 numbers, so there is that.
Okay. Never mind. Okay.
An 8 is not enough.
Was that an action or just me talking?
That is your action.
Dang. Alright, bonus action. Seeing. because in my spell sheet it says bonus action seeing, always ever seeing.
So whenever you cast Seeing, you have to make a choice. Are you casting it offensively or defensively? Offensively gives the target advantage on their next attack roll, and they get to add a d6 to the damage. Defensively gives the first attack against you disadvantage, and you subtract a d6 of damage.
I'll do defensively. I feel like, yeah. I don't know these people behind me.
Luxus. The crowd on the bridge is starting to spread, and you can see where this is devolving to. Please help me! I'll die if you don't help me!
Help me! Me too!
Luxus is going to... You'll see that he just takes his arcane orb focus, and like he'll make a gesture around it, and a rope will wrap around Yelena, and if do you resist being dragged?
I do not.
He casts Phantom Grapple, and drags you 10 feet towards him. If you do not resist.
I get to make this joke 3 games in a row. Ed Boon pops up and says, "Get over here!" Let's see, 10 feet, huh? Bloom. There you go, you get dragged 10 feet away. That's your action.
Bonus action, I think I remember. Yeah, might as well. He'll then pull out a dagger, and the blade will just ignite with flames.
Okay. Yeah, the halfling casts a spell and drags you 10 feet towards him, and then menacingly pulls out a dagger that immediately catches on fire as he looks to be in a stabbing mood.
A little bit.
That brings us to Sharn.
Not positive what's going on because he doesn't understand whatever Lillian did. But Lexus has pulled her back. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, just 20 feet. And he's going to hold with action for his bonus action to rage if somebody starts swinging at Helena or him.
Okay. Vetch.
Yeah, he's going to be standing in front of her defensively with his poleaxe out, not menacingly, but almost vertically or horizontally to the ground.
Vetch, with almost inhuman speed, is going to get down on all fours and launch himself 30 feet forward. And when he does, he is going to attack. Action and bonus action. He gets a 22 to hit with the first strike, dealing 11 points of damage. And then with his bonus action, he's going to reach out and swing with his other one, dealing another 11 points of damage, 22 points of damage, as he knocks out one of the guardsmen. Boom, boom, his arms reaching 10 feet with each strike. And then he will finish his movement right here. This guard is now unconscious. Rin.
How big of a crowd is this? Is the map accurate?
Other than I didn't fill the board with commoners watching.
So there's a bottom layer below this current one where they're at?
Yes.
Okay. I'm very loud and very audibly, so people, including the guard, are notice and be like, I have no part of this. I'm not stupid enough to go against Sharn watch. And then I'm gonna jump down here. I'm gonna walk, and then I'm just gonna jump out of eyesight here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action to feather fall her if they push her.
You don't have to hold an action to feather fall. Feather fall is a reaction spell.
Okay. Can I? Yeah. Okay.
Nope. My hands are clean. I'm out of here. And you walk and you jump off the side to the lower bridge section, 15 feet below you. Make me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I want it to appear like I'm not a part of this, but I'm just gonna cast feather fall. 14.
You don't have guidance.
I have guidance as the cantrip.
Or did you use an action to cast it since the last time you used it?
No, here. Hero point 13.
The 10 is enough.
Oh, okay.
Save your last hero point.
It says I have 5. Is that not right?
You start the game with 2.
Okay. That's from my old from the other game then. Okay, so that's the 5 that we had in the other game then.
But you hop on down and you get ready for that. Do you want to do anything with your action?
Not really.
Okay. The guardsman doesn't like that he just got his buddy just got punched. He is going to take his action and he is going to... First, he has to make a strength saving throw against Yelena's thing. As he tries to push the woman, and the wall repels him backwards. He will instead, angrily, he gets knocked prone. He's going to use half his movement to stand up. And he's going to take a swing. He gets a 13 to hit Vetch. So as he stands up, he turns, he pulls out his billy club and goes to swing it at Vetch, who dodges to the side, getting ready for a follow-up attack. Reinforcements will arrive in 4 rounds. Yelena.
Cool. You can't turn off like this isn't like Baldur's Gate where I can just cast Guiding Bolt and if it goes over his HP maximum, he's just knocked out. He isn't killed.
You cannot non-lethally cast spells.
Yeah, I figured. Use my mage hand and I punch him. No.
There's a feat for that.
Really? That's awesome.
There's a trick, a war mage trick that can do that too.
And a meta magic.
Awesome. I'm going to scooch out for Sharn and be like, thanks, buddy. I got this from here. Let's see. Is that gonna provoke? I'm gonna move around this light post. It's smaller than a 5-foot square, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna. Oh, is it bonus action? It's the same. Sonic Boom.
Okay. So when you do this, what does this look like? Are we going full Black Canary or?
Yeah, pretty much, but with teal instead of black. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So you just see like concentric circles, like shoo, just reverberating out. You can do different things with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll just do volume +1, and we'll use 2 side points for it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that 2d10 thunder damage. He does save, but you have the ability that your cantrips are safe for half, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. Takes 4 points of thunder damage as he grafts his hands to his ears and screams out. Anything further with your turn?
Let's see, so bonus action seeing. There are a couple of things I can do with seeing, correct? You can withheld, so rather than granting advantage or disadvantage on the next attack, you can grant advantage or disadvantage as a reaction. So just doing the same, yeah, wait until I get hit.
Okay.
And do it defensively.
All right. Loxus.
Oh, I do move back behind Sharn. How much movement did I? Yeah, I moved back behind Sharn, seeing that I didn't kill him. So
Loxus, you are currently 30 feet from this guard who is at the edge of the bridge. Yelena has run up to him and just unleashed this incredibly high-pitched noise as she yelled at him until his ear started bleeding.
Luxus will run up right beside Sharn, and he is going to grab a card from his deck and cast Card Trick. And Gambit style throw a magically charged card.
Very cool. Let's see it. A 23 is absolutely going to hit. He's going to take 5 force damage.
And because he's going to go 10 feet away from me from blasting cantrip. Force damage to a creature, you can move them away.
He yells out and screams as he plummets off of the bridge as you shoot him off the side of a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd scatters, and that will take you out of initiative order.
dust off my clothes and be like, well, no witnesses, right?
No witnesses.
There are commoners everywhere.
I know.
There's
I was going to say, just the entire
That was
city of
very
Sharn.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woman looks at you and she says, it hurts so much. My name's Chandra.
Breathe, Chandra.
Breathe.
Sean's gonna move next to her, and he's kind of holding an action that if it looks like she's gonna cast that dragon mark, he's gonna try to not lethally smack her with his poleaxe.
All right, you walk up to her wielding a poleaxe, ready to hit her with it, and she looks terrified.
Great.
Eyes
That's
on
near
me.
the woman that we
Eyes
just committed
on me.
murder
Just
for.
breathe.
Don't look at him.
Oh no, he's yelling. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Let's get you out of here.
She says, I'm not rich, but
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna need all my money to get out of town now. I
That's
was
fine.
going to
We
go
have
on
about a minute before the guards catch up. Do you know a way out of here? And I'll look to Yelena.
I should, right?
She reaches over to you, Elena, and she hands you a palm-sized crystal that pulses with light. She goes, I know it's not much for my life, but it's what I can afford to lose. I'm sorry.
Your life is worth more than any amount of gold. Come on, let's get out of here. And do I know a way out? Do I know where I'm at?
Yeah, you guys can, you could definitely, negotiate your way to a safer area than right where this happened.
Yeah.
For sure.
Knowledge local isn't a thing in this edition.
Survival?
Yeah, you know what? Make me a survival check, Elena. I'll give you advantage.
So I've only been here for like a couple days, so I don't know.
Grew up here, surely.
11.
11.
Do you miss playing a halfling character yet?
I do. So much. Every day. Hey, Laxus. Yo,
Yeah.
blood.
Nope, not
Gender
that.
second- No, not
No,
that generous.
not that.
Oh,
Not
just
that.
met. Nice.
Not that type of.
Oh,
I'm
not that type of
lucky.
halfling. I'm sorry, I did not
I'm
mean
not
to
that
assume.
lucky.
He passed on that. But no, you guys, an 11 is good enough. This is a level 1 adventure.
I got a 19.
Don't be meta.
My wisdom's 0.
She kisses your hands and she says, I was on my way out of town. I was going on an expedition, and I think I'm going to be going a whole lot more now. I work for Morgrave. I used to work for Morgrave. Oh, my whole life's over.
Just visit Talenta. I hear it's nice this time.
It actually is, actually.
Where did this come from? Oh, God. Neither of my parents are even dragon marked.
It just showed up today?
Oh, then!
Sounds about right based off how that happens.
It hurts so much.
If you're not part of a marked house, usually can be random.
Hey, it could be worse. No one's dead. So, well,
Just the guard.
You just pushed somebody off of the...
well, not by your mark.
Just the murder we committed.
Yeah, the 2.
Well, one's snoozing because of that.
What's your name? Once I get established where I'm going, I'll send you a reward for saving me.
Sidebar, and then get everybody into a huddle. Do we give her like a group name? Or do we...
Look at her and go, as much as I trust you, Chara, anyone associated with you now is also going to be murdered based off of acquaintance. And while we just committed murder to save your life, I don't know if we should give you our actual name, because now they'll come after us and try to murder us as well for associating with you.
Niblet. That's the name.
Niblet.
Niblet. I give her the name of my owl familiar.
That could work.
Fine, Niblet.
Then we'll part ways, she says to you, Ren, and she turns and she leaves.
You need to be careful. I'll tell her to be careful and stay out of big cities. Change your hair color if you have to.
Yeah, she takes off. She rips a part of her clothes, and wraps her hand that is pulsating with this sickly red evil light. And she runs into the crowd, never to be seen again. Did you say that 3 times in one night? 3 times in an hour.
Well, we should probably find a place to lay low for a while ourselves.
We're the guild that we just did the initiation for. Weren't they supposed to, pick us up?
It's real funny that you mentioned that, because coming from the crowd towards you, clapping, you see this woman. A female shifter woman pushes through the crowd, clapping slowly. Her hair is white and it is striped with black, and her skin is unusually pale. Her right eye is striking blue, and her left is hidden behind an eye patch. She wears a mantle of command for the Clifftop Guild. Well. What an impressive show for new blood. She holds out a clawed hand to shake with you, and you're not afraid of a scuffle.
Clifftop was the good one or the bad one? Not the death one was the bad one.
Yeah, Clifftop was the good one, Clifftop Adventurers Guild. Death's Gate is the rival one.
Death Gate is the bad one. Just making sure before I shake her hand. I clasp it. I clasp her forearm and shake it that way.
Name's Lahara. I'll be taking care of your first steps into our little guild. And now that you've joined our little family, it's time to put you straight to work. Tell me, do you want some money?
John's like, yes, please. As he eyes his belt pouch with it for his buddy, and it is flat as a pancake.
I've got a really important job that I want to give to you, but first, I need you to do one more little task just to prove that you're not, some grifter fly-by-night who's going to take my goods and vanish on me. So, 2 jobs. One easy one, one important one. We following? Let's take a walk.
Lead the way.
She leads you over to the lift, and she tells you that a member of the Sharn Watch wants someone unaffiliated to locate a contact. You can show up where you need to be on time, right? Is that a skill you possess?
Of course. We're here, aren't we?
Beautiful. And she purrs as she speaks, and she says, then the contact you're looking for is Sergeant Vilroy, and you'll be meeting her on top, at the very tippy top of Lirindar Towers. Once again, welcome to the family of Clifftop Adventurers.
In this part of the city, can Sean see the sun?
Especially as you're talking to your handler, Lahara, she leads you to a lift that leads you back up towards the upper levels of Sharn, towards Upper Dura.
I lean over and I can't tell the time unless I can see the sun or the stars.
We'll see it here in a sec, don't worry. We'll get you a watch.
So, are we going to talk about what just happened?
I think it's taken care of.
I don't know what happened. I just wanted to make sure that our squishies were protected.
That's quite a deck that you've been dealt, boy. As he looks down towards Luxus.
Yeah, yes, but I don't see a problem helping out a little a lady in need.
You talking about me or Chara?
Both.
Fair enough.
I know what it's like to be called a monster. Good for you.
Well, I know what it's like not to fully understand your powers.
Next time you feel like breaking the law, can you do it a little more subtly, perhaps, without murdering guards and, making us enemy number one now for associating with the aberrant dragon marks?
I didn't murder a single guard.
All I did was punch it.
Look, I don't understand exactly what happened, so I just tried to be defensive.
Well, then that's the way it is.
I'll look to Sharn, since Sharn seems confused about the aberrant thing.
I've heard of them, but I've never seen anything like it.
Aberrant dragon marks are usually killed off on sight because they're known to be evil and dangerous, and instead of questioning or teaching them how to use it because they're marked with evil and associated with evil, they are killed on sight. Unlike the other dragon marks, who apparently get to do whatever they want.
Not quite whatever we want. And he shows his arm that is producing a glowing blue dragon mark. But it helps us do our job.
Doesn't seem fair.
Well, apparently. No, it's not. The ones with all the power and all the money get to make the rules while the other ones suffer. It's pretty much how it goes. And the other houses band together. They decide the aberrant dragon marks are evil. Instead of, teaching them how to control their powers, they murder them on sight based off premise.
You seem to be skipping quite a bit of context for the War of the Marks. Like the part where the one aberrant dragon mark holder enslaved the entire city of Sharn and overran it with rats for a year.
Two things can be true. Moving on. I start hurting everybody.
That just means that someone didn't try hard enough to rid the rats. Or free Sharn.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room full of rats. Rats.
I hate rats. As you guys travel, Luxus, being that you're the shortest member of the party,
Yep.
you notice, as you guys are traveling, a common street rat scampers right in front of you and stops and pulls on your cloak.
Friend of yours?
It rears up on its hind legs and it peers up at you. And then after a moment, it opens its mouth and begins to speak in common. Your raid of Chandra Thane was appreciated. If you need a favor from her new family, you just whisper it to the wind. Tarkanan will find you. And then, the rat hops down on all fours, looks at you, gets very scared, and runs away. If you don't recognize that name, you are free to make a history check right now.
Absolutely.
At 21.
Yeah, 21 thing.
I rolled a 2.
Both of you got a 21. Tarkanan is the name of the aberrant that Vetch was just speaking of. And it is currently the name of the House Tarkanan, which is known as a collection of aberrant dragon mark holders who act as an underground crime syndicate throughout Eberron and especially Sharn. But that mob says that they owe you a favor. You should probably keep track of that, as I update your affiliation scores and add 1 to here and -1 to there.
Well, at least we have some friends in this town.
So, how did you end up on the wrong side of that desk, kobold?
Is that the kobold's name or what the kobold was?
Make another history check.
There. It's a 25.
Sharn has 3 major players in the crime world. One is House Tarkanan. One are the Boromar Halflings. And the third is the Dask Guild. They are from Droam, the nation of monsters. They're represented by gnolls, kobolds, ogres, Medusa, minotaurs, harpies, any sort of monstrous race that you could think of. They come from the nation of Droam. And Dask is the name of their criminal affiliation group, mob, whatever you want to call it, in Sharn. It's called Dask, D-A-A-S-K. Particularly, the young kobold who introduced you to this campaign was affiliated with Dask.
Well, same as you all, I suppose. I was looking to join the Adventurers Guild. I was asking around about it, and I was walking on my way to class and got a bag put over my head.
Similarly, none of you quite remember what you did to get on the bad side of Dask.
Thought that was just me. I don't know how I ended up right there and then.
Are y'all even from Sharn?
I am not from Sharn. I'm from Zendrick.
I've lived here for years.
You, I could have guessed. Your accent.
Yeah, Sean is from Zendrick. I have just recently gotten here.
That's a ways across the pond.
Well, it looks like you're good at hitting things, and I'm good at hitting things. He seems to be some sort of mage rite or wand slinger, as he points to Loxus.
That about tracks, yes.
About you two, as he points to both the girls.
Born and raised.
Yeah, but what do you do in a fight?
You didn't see what I did in the fight?
No, you yelled at someone.
Yeah, that sums it up. I just think really hard.
I pull out my double-bladed scimitar. I'm a Valinor elf. Do I really need an explanation?
From me? Not from the bugbear?
No. I point to Vetch.
Okay.
I've never seen one of you in real life, only in books.
So I've never seen a bugbear. I mean, is bugbear common?
Bugbears are like the strongest, the physically strongest of the goblinoids. And in particular, the Valinor were ancient enemies with the goblinoids a long time ago before the goblinoids drew the Valinor from the nation in blah, blah. Though you've never seen a bugbear with a dragon mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'll look at those hand where his dragon mark is and just curious.
Most of the time, yes. But discovering the answer to the mysteries of life is a passion of mine.
It's quite philosophical.
Surely you could appreciate the wanderings of intellectual curiosities.
I ponder them daily.
Sean's looking at all these magic users. Hey, I just had a vision. It said to go here. I don't know what's coming next, but I think this is the group that I'm supposed to be with. And like our friend Fetch says, I just hit stuff. I try to make sure before I hit stuff that it's the right stuff to hit, and that's.
I love it when fate comes into play.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. New here. I was from Zendrick, and my tribe, the Fire Giant tribe, helped me get here, but now I'm alone, or I was alone.
That's metaphorical, like the Sharp Wolves tribe or the Moon Stealers tribe.
No. I was part of the Fire Giants of the White Emperor tribe.
Wait. You mean like real giants?
Yes, I was the small runt who got into tight places and helped them search while we were in Zendrick.
Wait, actual Zendrick? I pull out my journal and start taking notes. Okay. Start over.
Vetch does the same thing. He pulls out a journal and he gets ready to write.
Yeah, I was going, wait, start over. How much of Zendrick have you actually seen?
Yeah, no, Zendrick. We came up through Stormreach and to the lava fields and up through the cogs, and at the gate they paid my passage up into the city.
Wait, you can't just say the lava fields and move on. You have to, like... You know how many scholars would pay money to get a first-hand account of Zendrick? And the giant ruins there?
Tom?
A lot.
You're sticking with me.
Okay. So do I charge you a copper or a story or something like that? I've never been good with money.
Don't worry, I'll handle all your money for you.
How much of Zendrick have you seen?
Lived there for 16 years, 17 years almost.
So you just walk around Zendrick like it's nothing, like Herf and Sharn. I'll point to Yelena.
Yeah, it's home. Well, I mean, we got the tribe. I mean, I'm with the tribe, and the tribe wanders around, pick up dark dragon shards, look for old relics of the giants, and then giant stuff we keep, and shards we sell off in Stormreach.
You say that so casually.
I've gotten 2 copies at this point. I hand one to Alaxis and be like, we're going to be here a bit.
Well, I mean, it's casual. It's the only life you know.
Rin will ask you a lot of invasive, very invasive personal questions about your day-to-day life, going into detail, using really, really big, detailed words that Yelena probably picks up on since I know you're a scholar. And then I'll have to stop because Sean probably looks at me like I have no idea what you just said, so I'll have to I'll look to Yelena for a definition of how do I explain this to someone that's not smart in the nicest way possible.
He's not dumb, but I mean, yeah, these words is she's speaking another language.
It's very detailed, specific words for like 5-point words in Scrabble, very big words.
If you're not speaking in common, can you speak at least in primordial or giant?
I actually know giant. I know primordial. I speak in primordial and giant. I say, well, which one do you prefer? Do all of you guys know primordial there?
No, I don't.
I mean, that's what my family does.
So your lift about now is going to reach its destination. An orange glow covers the top of Lyrandar Tower as the sun sinks in the sky. Above, the great airships of House Lyrandar float like leviathans surrounded by brilliant rings of elemental energy. Below, bridges crisscross at all levels of the city, connecting Sharn's great towers. The sounds of crying children, barking vendors, cursing skycoach drivers, and braying hippogriffs rise up to become a unique din that can only be heard in the City of Towers in all the worlds and all the realms. Each of you know your target, Sergeant Germain Vilroy of the Sharn Watch.
Has Sean ever gone to this one location?
No.
Okay, so he has no problem following everybody.
As darkness continues and descends upon the city, you see the windows light up on the towers around you from bottom to top. A cool wind whisks between you, drowning out the other noises of the city. A nearby lift rises, carrying a human in her mid-40s, whose close-cropped hair blows against the wind while she has a glowing pipe in her mouth. Germaine gives a wry smile as she nods to you all, and she says, I thank you for coming.
Just to clarify, she totally asked us to take this chick out, right? Like, not just like rob her or anything, because my fish brain has forgotten at this point.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
The guildmaster, Lahara, asked us to kill her, right? Not just like rob her or anything or take her out. I forgot Lahara's request.
Lahara said that she is your customer and that she needed help
I don't think
rounding up a subject.
So glad I clarified.
Okay. I only knew that we were
For the
meeting
Sharn
her.
Watch.
I took a half note.
I took the half note of we needed to meet with her. That's all we had.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Are you sure that you didn't want to try out for Death's Gate?
I feel like Elena and Loxus compare notes and are like, wait, is this right? And I show them my notes and go, no, not even close.
Nope, good. Okay.
No, you were told that Sergeant Vilroy is your customer, and that the watch needed help retrieving a rat.
I misread. I thought the rat was Vilroy. Okay, we're good now. We're good.
But she says, thanks for coming. Now, I have an appointment to meet with a warforged named Cole, who claims to have knowledge about a series of crimes being committed throughout Old Sharn. I want you to meet with Cole first and see if what she says adds up. I think that with my status as a supervisor and a watch sergeant, that undue attention would be brought if I were to go myself, and that would endanger Cole from whatever it is that he thinks that he's dealing with.
You're looking for a rat? Did you try putting out cheese?
Oh god, they're idiots.
I'm just gonna pat his shoulder and be like, "Look at the airships over there, Sean." All right.
He's our bronze. He's our brawn in the group.
I'll pay you each 75 gold pieces for this job. You will get 25 gold pieces now, and 50 when you bring Cole to me.
All right.
So you want us to bring him to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Meet Cole, see if what he says adds up, and if it does, bring him in for questioning, voluntarily and alive, because I know how you uppity adventurers get when it comes to your pointy swords. And she looks at Ren, who has, a 6-foot-long sword.
I do. I was gonna say, I'm glad you clarified it. That I pull up manacles instead. I'll put these up too.
Do you accept the job?
Yes.
We bring him back here. Bring him back to the closest station, or where will you be? Just here still?
She tells you where she will be.
I imagine you want this on more of the down low if you're worried about Cole's safety. No big scenes, theatrics.
As much as possible. We don't want Dask or Boromar or those Tarkanan freaks figure out what you're up to. Whatever it is. I don't have the information, that's what you're for. Cole will be at a bar called the Cog Carnival. It's in High Walls. It's a Warforged bar. Why they have bars, I don't know. They don't even eat. If you find yourself in trouble, here, And she produces a writ of authorization for you with your names on it. It says, by authority of the Sharn Watch, the individuals listed below are hereby recognized as authorized civilian agents acting in support of an active investigation under the supervision of Sergeant Germain Vilroy. It has your names and your registration numbers. The bearers of this writ are authorized to conduct inquiries, gather evidence, access public records relevant to the investigation, and coordinate with civic authorities and recognized Dragonmark institutions when acting within the scope of their duties. This authorization remains valid until revoked by the Sharn Watch. Signed and sealed, Germain Vilroy.
Oh, that seems official, and I hand it to Yelena. This seems like something you're going to be showing to people.
City workers and members of the Watch will respect that writ, as long as you don't engage in flagrantly illegal activities.
Who would ever do that?
Here lately, the Sharn Inquisitive has had their reporters everywhere in the city, going after any of the hiredlings that we Watch hire. So be on your P's and Q's, or else you'll end up the next news story. I would hate for some judge to decide that it's their job to punish you for trying to keep this city safe. But I think that hiring you to do this would be the safest for Cole, to give the information that's needed.
Information about what?
Whatever crime's going on in the lower city. It is vague. I don't have the information yet. Haven't met with Cole.
Okay, so this isn't like there's a case going on and he's maybe a witness or a lead. It's there's something happening and no one knows what, but see what he exactly knows.
He says it's big.
Big. All right.
John shifts his pack and pillars and looks like he's ready to take off.
I don't know how long this job's gonna take. Do you live in the city, or do you need a bed?
I do not live in the city.
I don't live here.
I'll put you up at the Galanda Hall till the investigation's over. Should be safe enough. She lights her pipe, and she takes and breathes out a big cloud of smoke.
Well, thank you for your time. Guess we better get to it.
I look forward to working with you.
Do I know anything about Cog Carnival in the High Walls? Are humans non-Warforged? Do they even go in there?
You don't know anything about the Cog Carnival.
Okay.
You stay in the upper reaches. This is more, a little lower than where you usually travel down. Any further questions for Sergeant Vilroy?
None I can think of.
Sean's being quiet because he was called stupid. He's still working it out, and behind his eyes is like, rats and cheese. It works.
Once we're out, I will explain to Sean how metaphors work, and that because I'll hear him mumbling under his breath and look at him like, oh, she means someone's betraying the Watch, and she wants to find out who it is. A rat. Someone's double-crossing them.
Why did you just say that?
Because people like to use flowery language.
You know,
for effect.
So, Sharn's neighborhood of high walls and Lower Tavek's Landing is a district mostly enclosed by walls. All of the bridges from other districts to high walls have massive, magically warded gates that can be sealed at a moment's notice. Each gate incorporates a fortified Sharn watch station. And this neighborhood is home to refugees of the last war, mainly the displaced people of the former nation of Sire that was destroyed in the Day of Mourning. As you arrive to the district, the stench of body odor, garbage, and tobacco mix together in the streets. High walls cut this district's crumbling, vandalized buildings off from the rest of Sharn. Towers rise over the walls like imposing sentries. Many people stand idly on street corners, eyeing you suspiciously and keeping to themselves.
My skirt that kind of dangles up, it's like in two pieces. I pull the top half up like a hood and buckle it close.
Okay.
My head down, make sure everything is away from pickpockets.
Best of luck. None of you have been to High Walls before because none of you said that you were a refugee of Sire. So, how are you going to get to the bar?
Anybody here even remotely persuasive?
Yes.
Rin.
Yes.
I've got a winning smile.
No. Oh no.
It's okay. Since I've been to Sire and was in Sire whenever Sire actually existed, based off the backstory I sent you, would it be reasonable to say that I might have, for the years I was there, and I met the Queen before everything happened, that I would know like a few like terms of like friendliness you'd say, you know, like what's the one, how people like in countries have different like greetings, you know? Would I know something like that might put someone from Sire like at ease as I talk to them?
Make a history check.
Okay. No. That's an 8.
They speak common. You just say hi.
Okay, I'll go up to him. I'll go up to someone and talk to him. one of those people from Sire. And I'll I'll make sure my weapon's stowed. I'm not walking with it like out. It's still big, but I have it like stowed. I don't want my hands not even on it.
That's a good choice.
I'll go up and say, my friends and I are looking for a tavern of sorts, and
Oh, that's huge.
we're from out of town and don't seem to have know exactly where we're going. Would you perchance be able to help us out? Maybe.
Yeah, I could maybe help you. You're one of them Valinor elves, right?
That's correct.
You never can tell with the elves. Are you one of the traitors that killed everyone, or are you one of the young ones?
I'm young for my kind, it's considered.
Yeah, right. So, where you headed?
The Cog Carnival.
You're headed to the Forge Bar. It's the only Forge Bar in Highwall. Those metalheads don't know how to leave well enough alone. If you just go up 3 bridges and turn to the right, you'll follow the smell of old oil, and you'll find the Cog Carnival. And, since you look like the adventuring type, for every one of them you push off the bridge, I'll pay you 5 crowns. The only way we're gonna stay safe is if you get rid of them. They took our gerbs.
My remembrance, I believe that Sire fought the Warforged, didn't they? In the war?
The Warforged fought for each of the nations. The Warforged were made by House Cainith and then sold to each of the 5 nations in the war. But they most commonly fought for Sire.
For Sire. So why would these Syrian refugees not like the Warforged? Or I guess because after the war they took their jobs and... Okay.
You don't know.
I'll toss him a silver piece and say thank you, and I'll start heading the direction he said.
Oh man, a sovereign. It's a small matter with directions to find yourself to the Cog Carnival. It is a dilapidated dive bar. It is covered on the outside with crumbling stone marred with damage and graffiti that say things like "Forged or scrap" and "Leave, metalheads." Outside, you can see a Warforged working the door. He has a carved chunk of wood replacing a severed foot, and every time someone walks in, he collects a small fee from them. He's like a bouncer. And as you guys walk down the street, he waves at you, and he says, "No finer place in all of Highwall."
Know what? I believe you. And I toss him whatever fee is like posted on the door.
Well, juice bags like you gotta pay 5 copper to get in. We Forged stick together. No causing trouble, yeah?
Understood. Not here to cause trouble. I toss him 5 copper. I pay for Sharn, too.
I was gonna look at you and then look at Sean and be like...
Sharn has nobody.
So, mark yourself down 1 silver sovereign then. That's 10 copper. Vetch will do the same and pay for Loxus, the great murderer of guardsmen.
John's gonna go over to shake his hand. Thanks for working the door. You know, us people who sometimes work the door, we never get thanked for our job. Because he's worked as a bouncer before.
It's not often that your kind treat me with kindness.
Stick my head back through the door. Then we better be doubly kind, and then keep going in.
I was like, I think that was my clue. Or cue, yeah.
So as you go in, this bar is filled with Warforged, and they all stop what they're doing and they look at you as you enter. Smoky low flames in a fireplace barely illuminate the cracked stone walls and filthy floor of this establishment. This single room space is crowded with Warforged with severed digits or limbs, scars, burns, wounds. Other Warforged in the area are gathered around traditional dice, card, dart, and board games, as well as carnival competitions such as throwing metal rings on the post, tossing a ball at a tower of weighted iron cups hard enough to make them all fall down, or striking a strange machine hard enough with a hammer to make a bell ring. A small bar in the corner serves very cheap ale, and behind this bar, a bartender shouts jeers at patrons losing the games.
Reminds me of the carnival I travel with. Nice.
Sean's attention is completely wandering over towards the games. He's like forgot completely what we were supposed to be doing.
Well, you can knock over the pins, you can play test your strength, or you can toss the hoop on the rings on the bottles.
Oh no, he's going to the hammer.
Hammer! Step right up, son, step right up, test your might. Are you strong enough to ring the bell?
Probably not. I was the runt of my group, but I'll try.
Well, why not give it a shot? It's free to play. No cost, no prizes.
He'll pick up the hammer and
Zzz, zzz.
fiddle around, swing it a little bit, fake swing. Try to get a feel for the weight of it.
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
25.
25. You give up and you give it a mighty swing, and the bell ding! And all the Warforged, they raise up their cups of oil and hey!
I do a perception check to see if anybody's kind of like being. Everybody's being shifty, but to see if anybody looks like they're expecting someone.
Make me an insight check instead. You have disadvantage because they're Warforged.
Oh, it's horrible.
They don't have faces.
Well, dang.
The bartender seems to be watching you incredibly curiously.
I'll go up and just buy an ale.
Yeah, I can sell you an ale. Where did I put that? And the Warforged starts digging around. Right, yes, I have ale, and slams down a bottle.
Is the bottle ale? Or is it something else?
Oil.
I know. I sniff it first before drinking.
That'll be 20 gold.
They said it was the cheapest ale in Highwall.
For you, 20 gold. I heard about you and your kind, Sora. You could tell your strong arms that I'm not paying.
I'm not Sora. I'm Yelena.
You're not?
No.
All you juice bags look the same to me. 3 copper crowns.
Oh, these kind of look the same to me too. Is there anybody here by the name of Cole? I was setting my friend up on a blind date and we can't find him anywhere.
I don't know anything about anything. Why, my name's just Unit 24, juice bag.
That's a shame. She's real pretty too.
I'm gonna go play some games.
Yelena, go make for me a persuasion check. Rin, what game is it you're going to play?
I'm gonna do the ring toss.
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
Nope, not one. Sucks, I'm good at that too.
Team. Horrible. I'm about to use a hero point.
You take the ring, and as you do, you throw it, and you throw it too hard, and it bounces off of the wall, and like a chakram, bounces off of 3 Warforged who don't even notice. Ting, ting, ting.
Can I try it again?
Usually you have to be level 7 to pull off that roll.
Oh no, can I try it again?
You get 3 shots.
That's better. I'll say I'm good at sleight of hand too, that stinks.
All right. The other 2 rings you sink handedly, and he says, bad try on the first one, but good job. Your servos are well actuated. Or whatever they call those pieces in you.
I'm gonna hand a ring to him. Are you any good?
Well, it's my game. And without even turning his head, he throws it over his shoulder and it lands on a ring. Moving targets, much harder.
Say, can you teach me to do that? And I'm gonna talk to him for a little bit, see if I can earn his trust a little bit.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Yelena.
It was a 14. I rolled a 7, but I added the 4 from my last hero point of the night.
Oh, wow.
No.
Well, that's your last hero point of the level.
Oh, the level? Cool. Cool.
So 13?
Yep.
13 is the DC. Rin, make me a persuasion check at advantage. Smelt looks at you and says, well, I do know one forged who goes by Cole. He's a good man, and he doesn't deserve whatever trouble's coming his way from you.
Trouble at all.
It's always trouble with your kind.
15.
15. You seem to be developing a good rapport with this Warforged, who introduces himself as Ringer.
Ringer. Oh, I like that. That's catchy. I'm gonna ask him if he could name me. What would he name me? I like the way they name people. It's very straightforward.
Windblade.
I like it. I should go by that.
Meanwhile, Sean's going around with his success at the hammer. You know, just shake everybody. Says, "Did you see that? That was pretty cool."
Did you see me? Did you see me? You did great, son.
He's forgetting to get everybody's names.
You did good, Sean.
What business is it that you've got with Cole?
He asked for help. We're here to help.
He points you in the direction of a Warforged in the middle of the room. It is a black, one-armed metal Warforged sitting all alone.
I'll buy another one of whatever he's drinking.
Hey, Cole, someone's here to see you. And looks pretty tense and says, is that so?
Put my hands up.
For what?
I pulled out the drink. Like, just to talk. We were told you had information.
Rin, you can hear this happening.
Me?
Yep, you can see this Warforged, they called out, and the Warforged, she says that, and the Warforged stands up.
I'm gonna look to Cole. Cole, do you think you're any good at this game? I don't know if you could beat Ringer, but I have a friend back who said that you might be pretty good at this game.
Lyrander Towers.
Back in Lyrander Towers says you're pretty good at this game. Want to make a wager?
I don't have any friends in Lyrander Towers.
So you don't want to earn some coin? I'm gonna go sit down then. Turn the chair around and sit and just be, man, I was hoping, I guess it's a Warforged thing, you'd be a little more on and I point to my nose. There's someone that we spoke to, and I'm pretty sure we were supposed to have a cup of ale together here. My people got in touch with my people got in touch with me and said I'm supposed to meet you here.
Hey, Smelt, these juice bags won't leave me alone. They're causing trouble. You see a bunch of Warforged all start to stand up and look in your direction when Cole says this.
I'll set my drinks down, put my hands up, and just start walking out the bar. Just like, we'll just be down the street. Don't worry. We're out here. Don't want to cause a scene. I'll just start walking out.
Yep.
I'm going to wait outside.
I follow you, Elena.
Yeah.
Or like an alley. There's an alley back here, right? It's good to stand in a dark alley, right?
Tugging on Sean and being like, hey, Sean, let's go.
Okay. It's like, bye, friends. Thanks for the game.
As you walk out, Ingot looks and gets up and hobbles inside and closes the door.
Try to find a box that doesn't have oil or barf on it and sit on it.
A remarkable amount of barf for a bar that doesn't have people in it.
I've seen worse alleys.
What do I know about Warforged?
What are you looking for?
Well, Cole is supposed to be waiting on the sergeant in charge of the watch for information, and this is where they're supposed to meet.
Which you are not, yes.
Yeah, but we name dropped the location of where the towers is. But do other Warforged, besides maybe him, who's, I guess, maybe snitching on his own kind, if he's giving secrets away and stuff about other things, are other Warforged, based off how they are, not so keen on the Sharn watch, maybe?
Warforged are people, right? You've got good people and you've got bad people. There are Warforged criminal, there are Warforged workers, there are Warforged bards. People are different. Warforged are, they're just people.
Okay.
They were created during the last war to be soldiers and weapons, and ever since the Treaty of Thronehold 2 years ago, they've been trying to find their place in a world without a war for them to fight.
Right.
Created around here for a war. Around how many would Sean have run across?
You see them everywhere.
You see them everywhere? Okay.
In Corvair, none in Zindrick really, except maybe in Stormreach there might be some.
Yeah.
But here in Corvair, they're all over the place.
Ain't that the first mechanical man that I've ever talked to?
And I fought alongside a few of them during the war, but I don't know, it's kind of weird seeing them like this compared to, them usually.
Most of the time they were used as work hands and just strong men in the carnival, so they just moved things around, so stayed out of people's way.
Should I go back and talk to Ignat?
No.
I mean...
No?
No, I'm hoping that was a cover for Cole and that he didn't pick up on the fact that we're meeting with him instead of the sergeant, or that was code for, hey, we can't talk about this here, wait for me outside, which is what I'm hoping it is he doesn't want his buddies to know what's going on. Another play is to maybe disguise one of us, go in and they close the door, but wait for him to leave, disguise ourselves, and use an emblem of the Watch Guild, and see if that'll get him to figure out that we're supposed to be meeting him, but telling everyone in the tavern that we're working with the sergeant of the watch is probably not the best of moves.
Yeah, that could go either way. They might clam up or they might attack us.
And since Cole was name dropped specifically by the sergeant, I don't know if the others are involved on whatever Cole knows or they're the ones doing it.
So complicated. Truth has always worked best for me.
Yeah, some things are best hidden though.
I think I'm supposed to be with you for a reason, so I'll listen to you guys, but I think I should just go talk with Ignat.
Peek over without being seen to see what's going on, to see if you can hear anything. Because these are windows down here, John, right?
They are, yes.
Okay. Are they like ground to ceiling windows, or are they like waist height?
Normal windows.
Okay, so you can like go under them and just like...
You could, yeah. If you do, make me a stealth check. Vetch will tell you, he says,
I can be especially sneaky.
Oh, that's right. You can Grinch your way over there, because bugbears.
Vetch, why don't you do it then? See if you can hear what's going on.
Sean will say, I was considered pretty sneaky among my tribe, and I can fit into small spaces compared to my brothers and sisters. As he's look, he's 6'5" and 235 pounds.
I was gonna say, I look up at you and go.
Elaine is also looking up, and be like, oh.
It's really funny because Vetch is 7'2".
Yeah. Looks up at Sean, looks up at Vetch and go, right, sneaky, the two of y'all. Looks down at Loxus and go, you sure you're not sneaky?
I can be if I want to be, but I'm above average when it comes to being not seen.
Vetch vanishes. Like you say, you turn to Loxus and you say this, and then when you look back, Vetch is just gone. Unless you have a passive perception of 27.
My wisdom's a 0.
My passive perception is a 12.
Straight 10.
Sean's like, oh, that's cool. He needs to teach me that.
As you guys say that, you see as he is just like sort of standing behind Rin, long and lanky and curved against the wall. And he pokes his head from where he was standing and he says,
Cole's about to run out of the back door.
and right then you hear the sound of a door slam open.
I'm gonna go catch him.
Yeah, me too.
Cole bolts out of the back door and is 60 feet in front of you, intent on escaping. You'll never take me alive! Roll initiative.
Oh, running now? Sean's like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Man, use guys' initiatives.
I'm not used to this much cardio.
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh man, like day again.
I've got tiny little legs, guys.
I'll look back at Vetch and be like, no hurting. Remember what Sarge said.
He whistles and he will call for Sod the Monkey God. As he whistles and you see flying down next to Vetch, this creature. A golden, furred, and white-winged little monkey. He lands on Vetch's shoulders and he looks at you all with the most sad and loving eyes that you have ever seen in a creature. Everybody sees this and they say, "Aw," and they all start running. You guys are in a chase, and first up we have Rin. Rin, everybody's effectively for the rules of the chase starts in this square over here.
Oh, perfect.
You are 60 feet behind the Warforged, who is dashing through the crowd, pushing people out of the way, shoving infants down to escape from you, yelling, "You'll never take me alive!"
Can I do anything to catch him?
The way that chases work is you all are going to tell me what skill you're going to use to navigate this chase scene. You can only ever use the same skill once. If you choose Deception, and you describe to me how you use Deception to maneuver your way through this chase, you, Rin, cannot use Deception for the entire rest of the skill check. In addition, nobody else on your team can use Deception this round. They have to use different skills.
Okay.
So whoever is before you, whatever skills they pick, the people after them cannot use that same skill.
Okay.
So if you use Deception and he uses Perception and she uses Stealth, that leaves Logan to use a skill not of those three.
Okay.
You are in a chase, running away from this Warforged. Tell me, what are you going to do to get forward? If you use any sort of non-renewable resource, such as spells or things like that, something that actually has a resource cost, you get advantage on your skill roll.
Okay. My speed is 50 normally. I was going to bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat, where it lets me dash as a bonus action.
Fantastic.
And I'll use a skill, but I was gonna ask, so speed doesn't really count for this much, other than it gives you advantage on the that it doesn't actually make you catch up to the speed, correct?
Yes, and a skill check, casting spells gives you advantage on your check. Because more goes into it than brute speed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to make sure. Okay. I will probably go with investigation first, so I can try to use investigation to kind of see where he might be going next and kind of track his movements.
Fantastic.
26.
26, well done. 26 is a success. You take a second and you look at the route, and you're able to jump down from a bridge just as Cole starts coming, bringing yourself closer. Vetch has decided that he is going to just try to flat out run as fast as he can in that direction. And as he does, he ends up stumbling into the cabbage vendor who is repairing their sky coach. And he yells, "Not my cabbages!" Vetch falls one back. That brings us to Yelena.
See, I'm going to try to use acrobatics to kind of like flip around, like just kind of dance around the crowd and try to get a little bit closer.
A 19 is a success. After the cabbages go and spread, the crowd sort of moves out of the way, and as they do, you can get a sense for which directions they are spreading in, and you're able to flip and turn using your prescient abilities, bringing you one closer. Loxus.
Yeah, let's see if I can make this work. I'm gonna use insight to see if I can like think about where someone would run towards. Not as like mapping out his location of further location, but like future sense sort of. Like he's running somewhere where would a good place to look and then head towards that location.
Yeah, go ahead and rank your insight check.
14.
14 is a success. The best that you can read, Cole is just running. Does not have a destination in mind. In fact, looks like they're about to double back on themselves. Sean.
You guys, Sean has horrible skill check rolls, and you've used almost every one of them already. This is going to be bad.
I had something planned as well, so that was all I had.
He looks around and trying to figure out the shortest distance between him and Cole with just perception. He's trying to perceive what the shortest distance between the two of us are, and he's going to try to run that way.
Let's see it.
Yeah, that's an 8.
You stop to take a look in the direction, and as you do, you get beamed in the head with a cabbage. And an old man says, "That'll show you." All right, top of the round, Rin.
All right. Yelena's right next to me. I'm going to use another ability as an action, or a bonus action, or to give myself advantage. I have shared passage, so I'm going to look at Yelena and be like, "Come on with me," and I'm going to teleport and bring her with me. And I'd like to use a Arcana check to make sure I land in a teleport to a spot that's not in a building.
Yeah.
Since she's behind me.
Let's see it.
21.
All right, you ended up teleporting into an area just as Cole makes a right turn down an alleyway, and you run straight to the alleyway, turn right, and keep running.
Would that actually bring Yelena right behind me or no?
I moved Yelena up one space, and then you moved one further space for the success.
Okay.
It is an abstract distance at this point.
Right.
Sean's looking at Vetch is like, man, I thought we would be better at chasing something.
Vetch will yell, "Speak for yourself," and then he's going to use his once a short rest casting of Animal Friendship. And he'll say, "Animal friends, to me!" And he's going to try animal handling at advantage.
That was going to be that's one of my last skills that's positive.
Nice.
And a wall of pigeons descends down through the crowd.
Yelena hasn't used, Yelena used acrobatics last time, she can't use it this time, but if no one else uses it, you could use acrobatics.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Yelena.
See, I'm going to use stealth and look at Cole and be like, if I was trying to run and hide, where would I go? And then try to track him that way. And I got a 6, which means I rolled a 2.
You would hide behind the pigeons. Yeah, the pigeons are indiscriminate. Cole rolls a d20. Oof. And Rin catches forward as Cole is slowed down by the wall of pigeons. Luxus.
I'm going to do what I was wanting to do the first time. And Luxus is going to use Phantom Grapple to get higher elevation on top of like some rooftops or just a higher elevation period and use Perception.
All right, let's see it.
Because I'm small.
You start web slinging.
19. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, that brings us to Sean.
Yeah. Sean's going to straight up just try to look at Vetch, take off on him. It's like, oh, it's going to be that way. He's locking eyes on Cole, and he's asking, and Vetch, and he's using his best running stance to sprint after them with athletics.
Let's see it.
23.
Fantastic. You bear down and you start running as fast as you can. You think you tackle 8 pigeons.
No.
I don't tackle the pigeons, just to be... I punch the pigeons. I am pigeon punching them out of the way.
You got it.
Like Fruit Ninja. With pigeons.
Yes. I am pigeon punching.
Let's see what happens here. Ren, roll me a d20.
8 and 19.
A 19, you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
As you run through, you find yourself in a crowd of Warforged protesters. The Warforged are protesting for the right to be treated as people. I need each and every one of you to make for me it is a persuasion or deception check.
Oh.
Vetch gets disadvantage this round.
18.
Yelena gets disadvantage this round. Rin does not get disadvantage this round. Loxus gets disadvantage this round. Sean does not get disadvantage this round.
He agrees to fight whoever their problem is.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you tell me you needed me to hit something?
I'm with you.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Can I use a luck point from Lucky?
If you want to. Yeah, you get 3 a day.
13 instead.
All right, you do not get disadvantage. So Cole runs through this crowd and says, "Those juice bags are going to kill me for existing!" And all of the Warforged protesters turn and look angrily at you. For how dare you try to hurt this poor Warforged for no reason. But you manage to prove your innocence in a quick breath while you continue to chase through Rin.
Okay. I have magical tinkering, and it says I can write on an object and put it in 25 words of text in front of me. And so I'm just gonna grab probably one of the cabbages or a pigeon and just like throw it at him and put Sergeant Vilroy sent us on the thing as I just like toss it at him. And I'd like to use, I think I haven't used acrobatics yet. So I used Arcana and I used investigation as I write magically on the thing with my tinker's tools and be like, you know, this isn't getting the point across. And I write, Sergeant Vilroy sent us, and just bean it at the back of his head.
Cool.
23.
1d3, you successfully beam the Warforge in the back of the coconut with a coconut.
Yep. Means a move up 2, right?
Oh, 1.
Okay, I thought it was 2 if I used a non-reusable. Okay.
That's just advantage.
Let us see here. Vetch will... I haven't used acrobatics, right?
Yeah, but I just used acrobatics.
Ah, you did. Use athletics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach into my bag and I'm going to try to throw out some ball bearings to see if that can try to slow down the chase with a sleight of hand check. That gives me a 10. That is a failure. That's Vetch's turn. Yelena.
I'm going to have disadvantage, but that's fine. It's all fine. I'm going to do a perception check, because nobody's done that this round yet. And I'm just going to try and see if I can find a shortcut and try to loop around. Again, I do have that plus 10.
All right.
And of course, I only rolled a 2, so that gives me a 12.
12 is a success. Even with disadvantage, you managed to find a pathway. Loxus.
He's going to try and use athletics to shove his way through the crowd and like weaving in and out between people's legs.
Let's see you use that athletics.
Yep, 15.
That is a success. As you just start aiming for the knees. And finally, Sean.
Well, Sean not being the brightest of things. He's trying to think of a way to slow Cole up, and I know he knows one way that would slow him up, and he's just going to yell, trying to use deception, says, "Hey Cole! Nobody appreciates it when somebody welches on their bed. Come back here!" And he's hoping the deception will work.
Let's see it.
He has a -1, but he doesn't have disadvantage. 12.
12 is a success. This level 1 adventure. So as you do, Cole stops and Rin catches up to him. And as this chase settles, Rin, you turn the corner, and when you turn the corner, you see that Cole has found their way into an alleyway. And Cole yells out, "Oh no!" And in this alleyway, you can see that there is a shifter woman with a dagger in her claws, and she says, "Cole, you've been making entirely the wrong kind of friends." And out of the shadows come a large group of kobolds with her. Cole yells out in fear and looks at the cabbage and says, "If you're here to help me, then help!" Go ahead and roll into initiative. And when we do, that's where we're going to end our session for the week, guys.
I roll!
No! Oh, Sean!
I only rolled a nat 20, so I'm feeling
Oh, man.
Your insult is so good that you're like, oh, who are these people?
just laughing at your own insult for a minute. Distracted.
Everybody's laughing at Sean's insult for a minute. Especially Sean. He's like, I can't believe that worked.
So, Loxus, you will show up on after 2 rounds. Yelena, you will show up after 3 rounds. Vetch will show up after 4 rounds. And Sean will show up after 5 rounds.
What if I rolled a nat 20 on initiative?
I saw that.
Does that change anything? I don't know how that changes anything.
You know what? I'll give you 2 rounds for it.
Okay, cool.
I'll move you up a round. Rin, you get to act on the first round because you caught Cole before the end of the skill challenge. Congratulations. Had you not, Cole would have to face these people by themselves for a round. Let's see. Cole got a 12.
That's what I got.
Well, with that, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our premiere destination and episode of our new show here on the Bear and the Moon Tavern. I'm the DM John, and I was joined for this guild trip by Autumn, Logan, Sean, and Rose. Until next time, see you later.